Welcome back. If there's one star who can pull off a comedy action thriller, it's this guy right here, Kevin Hart. He's doing just that with his latest film.
Oh, we have so much to talk to you about, Kevin. But the movie's called Lyft. He plays a master thief tasked with stealing $500 million in gold from an airplane while it's in the air. But first, you know, the team needs some convincing. Take a look.
We're taking the plane.
Nice.
The whole plane?
It's kind of hard to take half a plane.
We're 250 people on board.
We're not hijacking a plane, Cyrus. It's not the 70s.
We're not hijacking anything, Camilla. Don't even use that word. We're borrowing it.
Love it. Love it.
Borrowing it.
Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Okay, so this is your play on a heist film. What
Yes.
did you, and this is your production company, you're the
Yes.
producer, so
Yes.
tell us about it.
I mean, I don't think there's a more exciting time for me in my career than now. You know, to have my company be in a position to handle a movie of this magnitude, work with other amazing producers, Simon Kinberg being one of them. Our partners at Netflix have entrusted us with a budget of $100 million plus, and you know, we wanted to deliver. We wanted to give a heist movie to the world that had another take on the play of heist. So having the heist take place at 40,000 feet in the air was the best way to do that. We wanted it to be global, which is why we have such an amazing cast. And from a visionary perspective, what director could pull it off? We were lucky to get F. Gary Gray, who was unbelievable talent and somebody that I wanted to work with in my time doing, you know, the thing called acting. So we checked a lot of boxes, and the movie in all, it really embraces action, it embraces thrill, and there's a love story underneath it. And you've never seen me on screen like this.
Wait, are you part of the love interest?
I am a part of the love interest.
Now we're
a straight
interested.
guy.
Do you have any makeout scenes?
I do have a little bit of a makeout scene.
Okay.
I do. Look
Now,
at
you know,
Why
now
you
we'll
gotta
go,
do- what just
now
happened?
we'll go see it.
Now you'll go see it. Now
Well,
you'll
you
go
know,
see it.
it's like, yeah, now you're speaking our love
That
language.
makes me happy.
Yes.
Well, you know, Kevin, I learned a lot about you watching a documentary about your life, and I knew that you were a hard worker. I didn't know that you were a machine. You get up pre-dawn, you go to bed after 1 in the morning.
Yes.
You're constantly driven, and whenever I see someone like you who can't stop, I wonder to myself, like, why? What is it about you that doesn't want to stop?
I love the fact that a sentence can go on, right? Like, you know, periods are there for a reason. So you can constantly add sentences, you know, to a conversation, to a story. And, you know, I don't see my story ending anytime soon. And I think when you constantly find things that generate the world of excitement for you to do something else, life goes on and life is fun. I don't want to be content or, you know, mundane in any way, or get jaded, right? Like this thing can become a schedule that you're just used to. So, for example, Lyft, me stepping into the place of more of a serious role, stepping outside of the place of comedy, action comedy, or adventure. It's like I'm always finding something else to grab onto. The company, the scale of the company, there's just more that my brain kind of grabs onto and goes. It generates.
Is it about reaching and wanting to get that next big thing? Is it about not losing what you already have, or is it just about like pure passion? There's so much for me to.
It's about building.
Yeah.
Right. Like I feel like, you know, there's so much that you can build through the duration of a lifespan. And, you know, the last name Hart, I desperately want to mean something when it's all said and done. It's not just for me. I got 4 kids. I got a family. So if it has a big meaning, then they have a big responsibility. They have something that they're left with that can go on and, you know, act as a attachment to the conversation of generational wealth.
Another part of this picture, this family picture, is your mom, who I know you described her as having an incredible work ethic and just being your foundation. I remember you saying, I think in the documentary or somewhere, I wish she could have seen this part of my life.
I say that, and of course I'm talking about the physical presence of my mom. Rest in peace to Nancy Hart, the best mother, in my opinion, to ever do it. But I do know for a fact that I got an angel. I do know that there is some type of guidance directing me and helping me navigate through these waters. Because, you know, through tough times, I never really feel it. I never panic. I'm never, what's the word? Like, I'm never rocked. Right, like within any problem.
Foundation. Is that your mom?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Strongly. I think within any problem is a better solution. So I'm solution oriented in everything, in life, business, friendship, family. It doesn't matter. I don't believe that problems last that long. There's always a solve. So
you do have this adorable family. We have to ask you about your Christmas prank.
What were you doing?
Gone wrong.
I was kind of mad at you.
I want to tell you I have nothing to do with this prank. I want to tell you I have two teenagers that do what they want. My daughter being the oldest, 18. My son is now 16. And they decided to dress up as like Santa Claus and the Grinch.
Yeah.
So they go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And my daughter comes out of the Grinch and freaked out Zoe and Ori. Look at this.
Wait, listen.
Wait, the Grinch comes in to terrify.
Look, she got scared. Look at the babies are crying.
Okay. This is wait. We're gonna have you're gonna have a therapy bill. You're gonna have a therapy bill that's gonna.
I got real tears.
I'm gonna tell you why I got real tears. I told my daughter, I said, if you're gonna do it, stay in it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do the prank, stay in the prank. But my little one, Ori, started crying, and you see Heaven in the video go, wait, oh no! And she grabs her face to
was
run
it all
back.
okay at the end?
At the end it was, and then they took pictures and we explained like who the Grinch was, etc. But it was definitely a prank going bad.
Okay.
For sure. But I love Zozo. Look, Zoe didn't move. He cried, but he stood there. He rubbed his sister's back. He stood in it like a real man. Good job, Zoe.
I guess they learned some kind of life lesson. I don't know what it is.
It's like they're crying.
But,
It's like,
but he's,
that's the funniest thing I
oh,
ever
I'm
saw.
laughing.
Yeah.
But he stood there. If you notice, when he's crying, he's rubbing his
her
sister's
back.
back.
Yes,
That's love.
That's
Protection.
right. He stood there and protected his sister.
Can you dish on LeBron James' big birthday party?
Oh my God, what a time.
Over the week? Was it
What
this
a time.
weekend?
Shouts out to LJ. No, that was right at the top of the year, January 1st. By the way, one of the worst dates to do a party. I think it's very selfish to do a party on January 1st, knowing what we just did the night before. But LJ had a themed 70s party. And when I tell you, man, he knows how to have a good time. He really does. We went, we all dressed up, we took it serious. And these aren't like party like outfits that you can buy from the store. Everybody went out and they took their time in putting these outfits together. I did a custom themed party. Let me give you the story of my costume. So my wife's uncle, his name was Carl. He passed away, I want to say, within like a couple years. And he was a producer on my show, Real Husbands of Hollywood. And what I did was I found old pictures of him for his mom, and I found outfits that he had. And I had our costumer go and make one of my Uncle Carl's like big outfits that he
your
wore.
muse.
So that was my muse.
I love it.
My wife and her mom thought it was pretty dope. But that acted as my catalyst for my
Kevin,
outfit.
will you come back in the fourth hour because we got more to talk about?
You know
Do
what?
mind?
If you ask me to come back, then I'll come back.
Will you please come back?
If you didn't ask me, I wouldn't have
Well,
came
I'm
back.
so happy
But because
you-
I want to come back and because you asked me to come back, I'll be back.
I love that.
Okay?
I love
And
you.
you need more than
Thank you.
5 hours sleep.
Yeah, you do.
I worry about you.
Well, you should. You should worry about it. I'll work on it.
All
for
right,
sure.
Lyft hits Netflix this Friday. Good Friday night film to check out.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.